None of us could believe it. Not one of us could believe that Shabbat that a modern-day pogrom was being unleashed upon the Jews, one of such scale and brutality that it would become the deadliest day for the Jews since the Holocaust. 1,300 people brutally murdered in one day. Babies butchered in front of their families. Women brutally raped. Children tortured, kidnapped, murdered, burnt alive. An army intent on destroying and capturing Jewish towns in Israel. This dark time for our people reminds us that Jew hatred is real and alive today. If we had any doubt about that, the sheer brutality of these events removes every shred of uncertainty. The response of support from around the world for these degenerate murderers drives the point further home. In times past, Jews clung to their faith to keep them going. We still do. In the past, horrific attacks on Jews were the norm, not the exception. Following massacres and pogroms, there was nothing to do but pick up the pieces and move on, the very next day, knowing that there was no real hope for anything better. But now, everything is different. We are lucky enough to be part of the generation that God has miraculously restored to our land. The Jews, our nation, our people, reside in our place, where, remarkably, we feel safe. Through the hand of God, we have borders and an army, self-governance, weapons, cutting-edge technology, and even friends among the nations.
We stand with Israel.
When a raging fire burns a forest to the ground, it feels so dark and lifeless. Animals, flowers, and greenery disappear completely, ravaged by deadly wildfire. But deep in the darkness of the forest, one thing remains alive: hope. There is hope because these same forests renew themselves with time, sprouting new growth in shades of green so vibrant that one could never have imagined them in the midst of the darkness. Life returns. Birds sing. The black bark of burnt trees becomes part of the complete picture of resilience, of a force that lives on. Our nation, our Israel, our people live on. We have hope because we have seen God intervene innumerable times throughout our country's short history, from the War of Independence to the Six-Day War, just like he did in biblical times past. We have hope because, despite the Holocaust-like events of recent days, we now know that we have a place of refuge, a land to call our home.